We love to celebrate local athletes when we can, and we got a pretty cool one here on Prince George. The Prince George Track and Field Club's own Nic Scarpino going to be representing Team BC in Calgary this August. We're going to meet him, chat about his luck doing shot put, hurdles, and so much more on CKPG Today. Inside one of the historic buildings here in Barkerville for a real treat for you today. We're going to meet one of the key figures in Barkerville history and BC history here in the region, Mr. Bowron. Yeah, nice to meet you.
A pleasure, thank you.
Yeah, so tell me about you, Mr. Bowron. Are you the reason that the Bowron River is named? Why it is?
Well, what happens is it's called Bear Lake for many, many years, site of an indigenous population. And it doesn't even actually happen in my lifetime. So I am here in Barkerville till the end of my life in 1906, and it's approximately 10 years later that the name Bowron is given to the lake and the river. It seems to be in recognition of my family being here for a long time and of my status eventually as the Gold Commissioner of the region for many years.
Wow. So tell me a little about Mr. Bowron and kind of key achievements. You touched on one, the Gold Commissioner here, but also a founding member of the Dramatic Association?
Yes, absolutely. So in 1865, the Caribou Amateur Dramatic Association is formed to provide some entertainment, musical and theatrical entertainment. I arrive here in 1862 as one of the Overlanders. That means I am from Canada. In my time, from the province of Canada. The Overlanders trek across the continent to come to the gold rush. And I stay here the rest of my life.
You just love it that much.
Life, that's right.
And now you had a wife, you had some kids while you were here, and wow, that's just cool. It's like a whole big family, happy family?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, well, you do a little bit here at Barkerville. When people come and visit, they're going to see you on the streets here. They also might see you playing a piano. Is this something the Bowron family is known for? Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. A very musical family. We're known for hosting musical socials in our house. In fact, the Bowron House, if you're going to visit it at some point, the Bowron House is down the street, and if you poke your head inside, you'll see the piano in our parlor.
Interesting. Okay, is that a signify like you're pretty well off if you have a piano in Barkerville? Yeah.
Yes, there are pianos in many of the saloons for entertainment, and there are pianos in houses of folks who can afford one. Certainly, yes.
Okay, and speaking of pianos here, Mr. Bowron, I wanted to touch on the one where we're about to hear you play today, because this is not just a random piano. This is a pretty historical one in itself.
Yes, absolutely. It's very exciting to have this piano not only being beautiful but also sounding good and playable. This is a square grand piano built in 1875, and of course it is maintained and tuned over the years to keep it in a playable state. Unlike some of the pianos, which of course unfortunately sometimes languish in corners for many years.
As they say, every dog has its day. Yes. So I'll let you, what are you going to play for us here today? You picked up a peppy tune, I hear.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to play a bit of music for dancing. Dancing is an extremely popular gold rush pastime in the saloons for all sorts of folks. So this is a polka. It's called the Telegraph polka, which is a funny detail I really like. If you listen to the music, you might hear what actually sounds a little bit like a telegraph machine.
Huh, interesting. Okay, well, I'll let you take it away here, and I'm going to dance here on the other side of the camera. Wow. Well done. Well done. Okay. Well, at home, if you were tapping your feet, you bet your bottom dollar I was behind the camera too. So thank you so much, Mr. Bowron.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Pleasure.
Come check him out here at Barkerville.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
Always great to celebrate local athletes having big success, and we got one in the studio today. We got Nic Scarpino sitting with us, and Coach Victoria as well. Nick, you just made Team British Columbia.
Yes,
congratulations!
Sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah. So tell me, how's it going today? You're like filled with excitement?
Yeah, it's such an opportunity. I'm so thankful and grateful that I've been given this opportunity, and thankful for the coaching staff and amazing athletes that helped push me to get there. I'm amazed that I've been able to get here.
Well, Victoria, are you surprised?
I mean, I've seen Nick over the last couple of years training, and I mean, last year he kind of talked about making the jump over to multi-event, and I saw him come in an indoor, and he looked strong, and he came to me being like, this is something I want to do, I want to push for it, and I mean, coming in for multi, there was a couple events he hadn't even done before, so we had to learn them, and then first meet of the season, he did really well, and he put up some marks and some times that we're like, okay, you know what, this is something we could push for and try to achieve. So.
Oh, I think it's pretty cool. You're one of the U15 athletes. You're 14.
Yes.
Okay, and the only one who qualified from Northern BC.
Yes. Yeah. The other northern guy was from Kamloops.
Oh wow. Okay, well it's not really northern. Yeah. You're the true northern.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about what are your walk me through the events that you're going to do in Calgary here in August.
So we have 5 different events. The first one's hurdles, so
Okay.
100-meter hurdles, and then next one after that will be long jump, and then shot put, so just throwing a big metal ball.
Yep.
And then high jump, just jump as high as you can, and then a kilometer at the end of it.
Wow. At the end, they don't break you this warm up with that?
No, that's the hurdles.
Oh my goodness.
Bright and early.
What's the hardest?
Definitely the 1,000.
The 1,000, yeah. Okay. And just because why? Because it's just an all-out sprint kind of
all
the whole
out,
time.
all out as fast as you can for a kilometer.
Okay.
It's
and
brutal.
Now, which one did you have to learn?
I hadn't done hurdles first, and I hadn't done high jump. But earlier in the indoor season, I'd done a little bit of high jump training because of the coaching staff as well. They've been able to help me get there a little earlier, and it's been very helpful to have learned that a little earlier.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't think hurdles is as easy as it looks. I was going to say, why is it that Prince George produces so many great track athletes like Nick, Victoria?
I think we just have a great, well-developed club that's, it's been here for 50-plus years. We got a great coaching staff, and, we're honored to have, the great facility, Massage Place Stadium, and even having a small track at the university. A lot of towns and even big cities don't have that, and, we're able to do a lot of training. But honestly, it just comes down to the community, and, we have a lot of volunteers come out for our track meets, and ultimately coaches, so many coaches that were former athletes come back to coach later on while they're in university, while they're adults, even parents, and we're able then to continuously develop athletes. So yeah.
So now tell me, when you go to Calgary, do you have a pre-event routine that you're going to do? I mean, we're talking about breakfast here earlier, but do you have anything before you're just going to get in the right headspace to?
Just music.
Yeah. What kind of music?
Lil Baby.
Okay. Yeah.
Music. Yeah. Just drill, hype music.
Don't worry, we'll play this back at your wedding one day. So yeah, no pressure.
I like chill music before the 1,000 just to get me calmed down too.
Okay, yeah. Oh, so this is the thing, I've seen it at the Olympics. They listen to music in between events to kind of stay calm. This is a thing?
Yeah, it depends how much time you have, but I like to. Because we have a little bit of a break before the 1,000, so I like to calm down a little bit. Helps me, and then, just get enough sleep before.
Yep, 8 hours, or what's the recommended, coach?
Well, for me, it's trying to get 8 hours, if not more. I mean, it's hard sometimes when you're traveling. You might have a late night flight. You might be driving 10 hours the day before, like he did for Jamboree.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's ultimately just as much as you can, and also just fueling yourself. I brought in the candy today, having a little bit inter-workout carbs in there also to kind of keep those energy levels up, because again, it's 5 events in one day, and you got to sustain those energy sources throughout the day. So
I'll leave you with this last question here, Nic. What would your advice be to someone out there maybe thinking about trying some track and field events, or thinking about trying to make it, I guess, to Team BC? What would your advice be to them?
Well, I mean, you got nothing to lose if you just go out there and try. Like I hadn't even done these events. You got nothing to lose, everything to win. I didn't know I'd end up here, but I always knew I was pretty good. But
you knew you had a chance.
I knew I had a chance at, whatever, really. So
I like it.
Keep putting in the effort, keep training, and you get somewhere someday.
I like it. There you go. Quotes to go on a wall. Maybe you should put that on your wall at home. Thanks so much for coming in today, guys. Congratulations on Team BC and good luck. Looking forward to seeing the results here come in, and cheering on local athletes. So go, Nic, go.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, folks, it's time for Post Your Pet here on the show. You get to check out Christopher Jolly's dog, Acuna, today, who just wants to be outside. That's the caption that Christopher sent in. I don't know about you. This dog does look kind of down in the dumps. Thanks so much, Christopher, for sending this one in. Of course, now Christopher is entered into our draw for $1,500 in prize, courtesy of our sponsors, Glacier Glass, the Pepper Tree Hair Studio, and Johnson Meyer Insurance, to name a few. Head online to ckpgtoday.ca to enter your pet for a chance to win.
When a cup like this gets filled with beer, there's a lot of things that happen, including that beer going through some lines in the bar. Those lines have to be regularly cleaned and maintained. We're going to show you that process today on the show here at Nancy O's with Ronnie. She does this as a side hustle, and it's a pretty important one if you ask me. So follow along as we do this. All right, now for the important process of cleaning the lines. Ronnie, you're starting with a pH reading?
Yeah, so we're going to pH test the water before we clean, so that when we flush the cleaning chemicals, we know that the cleaning chemicals are like 100% out of the line before we hook the beer up for safety's sake. So we'll let that develop for a little bit, and then you can see we're at about a 7.
Okay. Normal for Prince George water?
Neutral, yep. Yeah. Next part of this is we've hooked up our cleaning keg. We have about a 2.5% caustic solution in there, and that will strip any biomass that's in the lines and any off flavors. So we're cleaning the red ale today.
Perfect. How often do you do this, Ronnie?
Your draft line should be cleaned once every 2 weeks. So you'll see a beer coming out, and then pretty soon here, once the cleaning solution runs the length of the line, the cleaning solution will come out. So we'll let that run.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just like that. So you're looking for beer just to clear.
Yep, exactly. And you'll let that run. It's easier. You get a better clean if you constantly have pressure going through the line. You can let it sit, but you do get a better clean this way.
I see.
So that just runs for a little bit.
Pretty simple process, I guess, but there's a lot of chemicals involved.
Yeah. The chemical mixing and draft systems are so complicated, and there's so many different parts in the draft system that can go wrong. Like, to have a perfect clean beer on tap, there is a lot of really small things that go into it.
Well, you made a good point when we were starting to talk about this. Beer is alive.
Yeah. It's a yeasted product. Yeah. So it's basically you don't want to eat off the same plate every day, right? Same thing with beer lines.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
And it's so nice to have a clean pint, as the brewer intended.
Right, yeah, because it makes them happy too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing draft system maintenance since 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I started with a brewery that was just getting off the ground, and their draft system wasn't really working for them. So I took a couple courses in Vancouver and Nashville, and got in contact with the right people, and then started fine tuning and figuring out what beer gas and what pressures and what kind of cleaning you need, and length of line and dynamic resistance and static resistance. It's so detailed. It's really, really cool.
All right, Ronnie, this is one of the, not only, okay, you're doing the work, but this is also doing some of the work. What is
Yeah,
this?
this is my favorite thing that I work with. This is a cleaning keg. So the top is detachable, unlike a regular keg. It still pressurizes, but what you can do is you can remove the top and you can put your cleaning solution in. And these four attachments here, these are called couplers. And what you're doing is you're attaching the coupler or the keg coupler to these guys, and there's different kinds. So this is like these ones labeled 1 and 2 are your regular American like standard couplers.
Yeah.
And then 3 and 4, this is your like European, your Guinness kegs, and then this is like obscure like Smithwicks and like cider kegs. So yeah.
The more you know. It takes like almost a spaceship to clean these.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like.
Yeah, it totally is a little weird. So after you take your tap off, this is your tap marker. This is your collar, which came off of here. This is your bonnet that's coming off next.
Got a collar, got a bonnet.
Yeah.
Who made up these terms?
Brewers, I guess. They're weird. This is your friction washer. This in here is your ball washer.
Okay.
This is your lever that sits in between these washers and controls the flow of the tap. And then this is your faucet shaft. You can see like the beer.
Oh yeah, you can see a little bit of what it left there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is what a dirty faucet looks like. So if you,
If you don't clean it, it'll look a lot worse.
Yep, absolutely. So I'll put it around.
Now you have to scrub all this?
Yeah. So every time you get a line cleaning, the couplers get scrubbed, the lines get cleaned, rinsed, this gets disassembled, cleaned, reassembled, and like I'll tweak the pressure so that everything's working all right.
After a lot of scrubbing, that's when you probably debate whether you're sane or not. So best to have you come along and do it, right?
Yes, a lot of scrubbing. I love
Yeah.
it. It's awesome.
So how do people get you to come to their bar and clean it so they don't have to?
Yeah. Please let me do all the heavy lifting here. This is Frontline Draft Solutions, and you can reach us at ronnie@frontlinedraftsolutions.com or 778-675-1173.
Perfect. All
Cheers.
right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Taking a look outside at today's CKPG snapshot from Dewey Prince, who captured an incredible orange sunset over Stewart Lake. And yeah, wow, this screams summer. My goodness. Thanks, Dewey, for sending us one in. Of course, folks, if you have a snapshot, you think you took a photo, it's good, send it our way. Snapshot@ckpg.com is our email. We'd love to receive them. We'd love to see your summer travels, just like Dewey shot today. Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
This year's not an air show year. No air show in Vanderhoof or Prince George or Quesnel, but all have had air shows over the span of the last 25, 30 years, right? And we've hosted some pretty interesting planes, including the Canadian Snowbirds more than a time or two. We're going to look back on one of those times today in local history. Looking back today to 1996, a flight through the Rockies for Canada's Snowbirds. Yes, that's what you're looking at on your screen. Of course, they were headed here to Prince George for the air show that year in 96. Of course, many air shows happened in Prince George, Quesnel, Vanderhoof over the years. And the Snowbirds, yeah, they've been around. Always cool to see those birds fly. There's just something special about those Canadian snowboards, isn't there? It's awesome to see them. When you get to see them up close, I'd recommend it if you get the chance. But yeah, we await the next time the snowbirds will visit us here in Prince George. You just never know when it's going to be. Thanks so much for watching today, folks. Of course, don't forget to post your pet online at ckpgtoday.ca before it's too late. Bye for now, folks. We'll see you for more good stuff on the show tomorrow.